I'm Will Hunter, and you're watching Fake Leaf coverage on the Fake Sports Network. Welcome back, Fake Sports fans. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Will Hunter, and this is my custom league. It's not the regular NHL, and you can check out my custom league rules in the description for context. And with that said, our Leafs are on a 3-game losing streak. After a defeat to the Ottawa Senators, now we head to Brooklyn to face the Americans. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. Playing for Brooklyn on the first line is Brandon Shanahan, Pavel Datsyuk, and Cole Caulfield. On the second line is Eric Daze, Robert Thomas, and Oliver Bjorkstrand. On their third line is Tyler Bertuzzi, Dennis Maruk, and Moises Thomas. And on their fourth lines, Nick Robertson, Mike Sillinger, and Doug Risebrough. On defense on the first pair is Teppo Numminen with Aaron Ekblad. On the second pair is Philip Broberg with Brent Seabrook. On their third pair, Brad McGrimmon with Zach Whitecloud. Starting the net is Andy Moog, Yaroslav Askarov backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Jack Drury, Steve Stamkos, and Jasper Bopest. Playing for the Leafs on the first line is Marcus Naslund, Eric Lindros, and Peter Bondra. On the second line is Alexander Burrows, Bobby Clark, and Lanny McDonald. On the third line, Scott Lawton, Vincent Danfus, and Glenn Murray. And on the fourth line is Nikita Dubrankin, Jonathan Taves, and Mark Parrish. On defense, on the first pair is Josh Morrissey with Adam Foote. On the second pair is Ivan Provorov with Eric Cernak. And on the third pair is Damon Hunt with Tyler Myers. Starting the net is Artur Stilov with Dominic Hasek backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Yusuf Valimaki, Marcus Johansson, and Zach Hyman.
Great night for hockey. Hi, everybody. I'm James Cybulski. Well, we know the home team is ready to go for the playoffs, and it's the final tune-up before they do it for real. Opening face-off is just seconds away. The Leafs kick things off by winning the opening face-off, and here we go. Toronto's got a hold of it along the wall. Tried to get too cute with it and loses possession.
Trying a nifty move when you have good hands. Sometimes it works, sometimes you get denied, and that's what happened there.
Oh, first shot goes in. Brandon Shanahan.
That's a dream start, James, and it's one they were looking for. You want to come out, you want to get out front, and you want to dictate pace. They do a great job in transition, and they recognize they have the number. So on the odd man rush, they've got someone driving the net, pulling the knee back, and guess what? They capitalize on the space that they're given.
Brooklyn's on the board just like that. This crowd, we thought it was hot before. It's gone next level already.
It has, because it's the opening minute of the game when they score, and this is exactly what they wanted. You want to elevate the crowd. You want to get the momentum behind you. Man, they were off, they were hopping, and they dictated the pace.
Dished on over to Lindros. Brooklyn's got possession of the puck. The Americans have it from their own end. Oh, smart heads-up read. Oh, look at this. Here they come. They've got numbers. Shuts them down.
Sometimes you have no time to think and make these types of saves. I mean, there's no hesitation here, just simply reaction to be able to make it.
Mind of the Team store, always accessible to you online, 24/7, 365 online. But don't forget, you can also visit their location in person at the arena, open 7 days a week. Check it out, some very cool stuff to get your hands on these days. Fantastic save! Moog's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle. We're still in the early stages of this period. We got a 1-0 game to this point. The Leafs win that offensive zone face-off. Quick feed to Bjorkstrand. Brooklyn's in now. Slides it up to Burrows. Down the left wing, across into the offensive end. Directs it on over to Bjorkstrand. Gaining momentum up along the side. Passes it in front. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Burrows. Into the corner now. And he hits one of his own teammates with that shot. Brooklyn's got the puck. And the puck's kicked free. Toronto's got possession here in the neutral zone. Handles the pass from the right wing. Brooklyn's got the puck along the boards. Here's a chance to make something happen inside the neutral zone.
I'm going to guess that he's going to look to drive the net and shoot the puck, given that he's 1 goal away from his next milestone.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. Toronto's got it, and they're on the attack. Murray's got it along the wing. Here's a feed in front. Oh, he comes up with a stop. Brooklyn's gained possession along the boards. Thomas takes it into the offensive zone. Sends the feed in front. Oh, and they couldn't complete that. Sent into the offensive zone. Brooklyn's got the puck along the wall. Here they come inside the neutral zone. And we'll get a breather here with offside to call.
Mo's found his rhythm here, James, looking real nice in his crease the way he's moving, taking away a huge opportunity for his opponent with that high-danger save.
Teams are ready to go, and we're about moments away from puck drop. Sillinger's won the draw. Here we go, odd man rush here. Trying to shake loose.
There we go, Peter Bondra.
Clinical.
I love his awareness on this breakaway. His head is up the entire way, and he's reading exactly what the goaltender is giving him. He sees some daylight, quick release shot, and he buries it.
The Leafs get it back to even Steven here in period number 1.
Yeah, and halfway through the period, they find their legs. You can certainly tell that they found their mojo a little bit here, and they're able to get on the board. You got to trust the process in these games. If you can play consistent, you'll get your high looks.
Shanahan's on the attack in the offensive zone. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. Still lots of time left in the period. We are all tied up in this one. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Big time stop there.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice, he's in the slot area, and he's got to get to the top of the crease, square to the puck to be able to make that save. Great job.
Brooklyn's looking to break out. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. The Americans take possession in the defensive end. Fires it! Glove save! And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Looks like lineups are set. They're ready to get things back underway. Brooklyn's got it in the offensive zone. Here's a blast. No room for that one to get through. Here's a sprint for the loose puck. Puck sent down the ice. We'll get an icing. More than half the frame has been played here. We got a tie game. The Leafs win the draw.
So much time in practice working on D-zone faceoffs, and this is exactly why coming off an icing, you win it, and you have the opportunity to get out and get a change.
And now it's over to Maroon. And that's picked off in the neutral zone by McDonald. Brooklyn's got the puck. Up along the wing. Sends it in deep. Toronto's got a hold of it against the wall. Burrows plays it now. Puts it in deep. Brooklyn's got the puck now. Battle along the boards. Slides it diagonally to Morrissey. And save it the last second off that deflection. Puck picked up by Whitecloud. And they clear that puck. Slides the puck to Murray. Moves inside. Oh, pokes it away. Gutsy move, but it pays off. Thomas moves it ahead. Knocks the puck away in the open ice. Moves it quickly over to Morrissey. Picked up along the boards by Lindros. Moves it to Whitecloud. Tosses it to Thomas. Sends the cross-ice pass. The Americans have it now. Down the left wing and into the offensive zone. Toronto's got a hold of the puck now. From center they get into the attacking area. Takes a shot and makes the save. Oh, puts it off the iron. Had the side of the net, but doesn't go. Officials ready to drop the puck and get things back underway. The Americans come up with the defensive zone draw. Receives the pass. Can't complete the pass as it goes off a stick. Pinned up along the boards. Picked up along the wall by Chernak. And he moves it up to Lawton. Along the half wall with the puck. Here's a shot. Blocked, and he may have just stopped a goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
Here in the later stages of this period, it's all tied up. The Leafs take possession off the faceoff. Quick shot! Huge stop by Moe! Sends it over to Shanahan. Shot! And he's got that one. There's the whistle. We'll get a faceoff after the goalie covers up. Datsuk's won the draw here in the offensive zone. And he lays out to block that one. And he serves it across to Shanahan. Brooklyn's on the attack. The Leafs have it now. And some good footwork to kick it away. Puck grab by Taves. Oh, and he whiffs on it. Handles the pass. Avoids the poke check. Toronto's got the puck here in the open ice. Brooklyn's got a hold of it along the wall. And now it's grabbed by Chernak. Here they come. Down the left side on the attack. Brooklyn's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Reaches out and uses the stick. Oh, comes up with a stop. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. Centers glide into the dots. We're ready to get things back going again. Nearing the final 60 seconds here of this first period. Long reach breaks up the momentum. And he takes the dish. And the puck skips away after that move.
Oh, I know what he was trying to do there, James. He thought he had it with that move, but he created some space for himself, but unfortunately loses the handle and it dies on his stick.
Brooklyn's got possession of the puck. And with the buzzer, that puts the bow on the first 20 minutes of play. We've got lots more still to come. Second period action next, right here.
Well, after letting in the first shot of the game, the Leafs came back, tied it up. Then they took control. Let's hope they can get this go-ahead goal in the second.
A chance for both teams to refuel. They are back on the ice, and period number 2 is about set to go. Neither side giving up much in the opening frame, and here we go, still tied up in the second. Let's get the talented Cheryl Pounder back into this one. What do you make of the first 20 minutes of action?
The Americans have had zero offensive production in this game. They've been on their heels, and really their opponent is taking it to them. The goaltender's been strong, and it's a reason this game is still tied.
Takes a bump and loses control of the puck. Moves it in front!
Oh, Vindras gets it in.
What a goal!
Well, he throws it out in front, and the defense puts it in for him, but...
Oh, these goals are real deflators for the entire team. James thought he had a piece of it, and it just dribbles into the back of the net. He wants that one back.
Toronto's taken a one-goal lead here in period number 2.
Yeah, now it's about not sitting back, not saying, hey, we've got a lead, we're going to protect it, but being aggressive and trying to go after more.
And they grab possession of the puck after that center ice face-off. The Americans get a hold of the puck along the boards. Lets it fly! Score!
Oh, Vindras does it again.
Lucky he continues to light the lamp.
Well, that's 25 goals, James, and it ain't easy to score in this league, but he has found the back of the net in different ways that many times. Well, he's dialed in from start to finish on this goal here, James. I mean, he wins the loose puck battle. He's got great positioning. He fights for it as well. And then he powers out. I mean, he recognizes that he can take the ice, not allow his defender back in, and he takes it to the paint.
Toronto's extended the lead to 2 here in the second.
And I think they need to continue to play desperate. Don't sit back. There's a lot of runway left. Continue to take control of the game.
Brooklyn's won the draw. Shakes off the coverage. The Leafs get a hold of the puck in their own end. And that one's turned away. She elects to hang on for the whistle, and as a defender, do you like these sorts of moves by your goalie?
Yeah, I don't mind it at all, James. I mean, when your goaltender elects to hold on when they haven't been busy, and when you have a lead and you know you can protect it, I don't mind it at all.
Clark's won the faceoff. Now over to Chernak. The Leafs cross the blue line and are on the attack. Here's a shot, and that one's denied. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. Still plenty of time left in this frame. Toronto's been the better team here over the last few minutes, increasing their lead to 2. Nice job tying up his opponent. Carries the puck up through center. That's broken up in the neutral zone.
The Leafs are in a tight game. They've got to start making good on all those interceptions where they've been in great spots and finding ways to get the puck. Doing a great job defensively, but they've got to convert.
Toronto's got the lead here early in this second period. Their offense has been clicking on all cylinders thus far. And they take possession off the draw here in their own end. And that one's stopped. Takes the feed ahead from the left side. Brooklyn's got the puck against the boards. Takes a shot. Big time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
Comes up with the stop. Brooklyn's got the puck. Danson's got it in the defensive end. From the top of the offensive zone here. Gets a club on it.
I don't think we talk often enough about the skill of balance on your edges. I mean, he is able to manipulate because he is so strong. He's able to hold on to the puck even though the defenders are right on him.
Grabbed along the boards by Chernak. Toronto's got possession at center. Taken along the wall by Provorov. Quick pass to Datsuk. Puck scooped up by McDonald. Shot attempt completely fails on that. And he makes the save. Moves the puck to Provorov. And he gives it over to McDonald. And now he tries to get it across to Burrows. Brooklyn's got it from behind the net. Moves the puck up to Caulfield. Dumps it into the O-zone. Toronto's got the puck. Burrows carries the puck in his own zone. Here's a short pass to Thomas. Moves the puck. Oh, what a save in front.
Seeloffs had to be dialed in on that last save. Loved the way he challenged, made himself as big as possible, and took away the net.
The Americans have it against the wall. Toronto's got possession here in the offensive zone. Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. Sends it in on the attack. And he takes the feed. Quick shot! Redirected off one of his own line mates there. And now he angles it across to Thomas. Swatted away with the stick in the defensive zone. Sends it over to Hunt. The Leafs move the puck in the defensive zone. Feeds it over. Slides it across. And that's off target as it hits a body. Up along the wall on the right side and into the attacking area. Scrum along the boards as they battle for the puck. Shot! Stops it with a glove! And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. More than half the period has expired. The Leafs have been getting solid offensive contributions, leading 3-1. Brooklyn's won the defensive zone draw. Quick feed to Sillinger. He got all of that one. The Leafs gain possession along the wall. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Takes the feed at the point. Here's a shot. And that's deflected off someone in front. Picking up steam in the offensive zone. Angles it over to Maroon. Shot! That's on the stick. Toronto's got the puck in the defensive end. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Shakes loose. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Shilovs. Lindros moves the puck. Tries to get it over to Clark. Brooklyn's gained possession. Caulfield's picking up momentum through center. The Leafs scoop it up along the boards. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. Moves it quickly over to Whitecloud. Gets a piece of it with the glove.
Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You gotta love it. You have to have great timing. And you gotta know when your opponent's vulnerable.
In the final moments of this period, it's a 2-goal lead we're looking at with the score 3-1. Toronto's got the win off that draw. Sends a pass over. Puck dumped in. Scooped up along the wall by Lawton. And that's just out of reach. Taken by Bjorkstrand. Shot! And that's blocked from someone in front. Brooklyn's got the puck along the wall. Picked up along the boards by Thomas. Denies him in close.
Seeloffs has looked really comfortable and dialed in the crease tonight, James. He's calm, he's composed, he's made the saves he's needed to. But his team has played excellent in front of him and created a ton of scoring chances. A reason why they have a healthy lead.
Takes the feed in the middle of the neutral zone. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. Great read with the stick. And now he passes it to Myers. Fires it into the offensive zone. Sends it in front.
So, Lanny McDonald.
Opportunity and delivers.
Well, when you're in tight to the net, you don't have much margin of error here. And he's able to find the back of the net. It's all about accuracy, not necessarily how hard the shot is.
The Leafs continue to hammer the accelerator here in the late stages of period number 2. It's been attack, attack, attack all night long.
Yeah, they had the puck on their stick. They've driven the net when they've had the opportunity. And, I mean, they've just played well. They've been dominant tonight, James.
And that's offside, stopping the play. Toronto's had no shortage of scoring opportunities tonight, and they continue to lead here late in period number 2. And they win that draw at center. Puck picked up by Ekblad. Nearing the 40-minute mark of the game. Silos makes the save and hangs on for a stoppage of play. The Leafs want to take this lead into the second intermission as they continue to put lots of pucks to the net. Taves wins the defensive zone faceoff. Brooklyn's gained possession along the boards. Moves it to Taves. That's just a great heads-up read at center ice. Can't stay on his feet after that hit. Handles the puck from the left side. Here he is on the backhand. Beats the goalie, but can't beat the post.
The Americans can't believe their misfortune as they send one off the post. When you're trailing in a game, you got to find a way to put those ones in and convert your bad luck into some good.
And that'll bring an end to the second period of play. Let's get a clean sheet of ice and come back with the third period next.
Well, a dominant second period gives the Leafs a 3-goal lead. Let's hope they keep this up and end this losing streak.
Teams are readying themselves at center ice as the third period is about to go. Curious to see if there was any message sent in the room in that second intermission because it has been a blowout thus far. I wonder if they might even just run the clock. Well, with 2 periods played, Pounder, your thoughts?
Toronto's been dominant through 2 periods of play, James. They have a comfortable lead now, and the coach can look down their bench and say, hey, listen, let's get everyone out there. Let's maintain the energy. Let's finish this off right. Let's bring it home.
Quick pass to Newman. Fires it on net. Can't connect as it goes off a stick. Tries to feed it over to Ekblad. Rips it from the blue line. Oh, did you hear that off the bar?
Newman's having a tough one tonight, James. He's been at the right place at the right time with good timing, but unable to convert as it goes off the pipe numerous times.
The Leafs have built themselves a sizable lead here early in this third period. Snatches the puck with the 2 centermen locked up. Inside the offensive zone. Puck grabbed by Newman. Brooklyn's got it in their own zone. Here's a short pass to Thomas. Good hit. Oh, he gets a blocker on it. What a stop by Shilovs. Takes the feed. And he'll take a moment to regroup back at center. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Broberg's got it against the boards. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. And no battle for that loose puck along the boards. Great poke by Bjorkstrand. Looking to make something happen at center. Dishes it to Thomas. He got all of that one. The Leafs look to start the transition game. Quick feed to Lawton. And that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net. Thunderous collision on the play. And look at the bench set up. Into the offensive zone. And the puck's knocked loose. And that nullifies that threat for the moment. Takes the feed in the middle of the ice. Moves it around along the half wall. And that's a great heads up in the defensive zone to force the turnover. Oh, look! Oh, what a collision into the boards.
Power forwards can be so difficult to contain. Why? Because you can hear them coming, James. They have the ability to deliver bone-crushing hits.
Moves it quickly over to Lawton. Along the boards, they battle for the puck back and forth. Pass to Sillinger. Moves it to Broberg. And offside, we'll get a reset here.
So I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
The Leafs offense has been the story tonight as they continue to lead big time in the third. Maroons won the draw. Let's see what they can do with possession. Loses the coverage there. And he takes the feed. Oh, it stayed out! It stayed out! What a save!
Well, that's all Will, and this is going to elevate his team, no question about it, James. I mean, it was all but in, and then he comes from nowhere to make that save.
There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw. Maruk's been given 2 minutes for cross-checking.
James, sometimes you just don't have your A game, and tonight is one of those nights. I mean, they're trailing in this game by a large margin, and they've been prancing to the penalty box. That's a tough penalty to take, but it's showing their frustration.
The Leafs get their man advantage unit out there for the first time tonight.
So with their first power play of the game, you don't have to worry about getting in. It's already in there, but you do have to worry about winning the face-off, the most critical piece to possessing the puck. Once they get that possession, they can get the setup and the options that they want.
Moan's going to hang on for a whistle. Another big face-off looming as this power play rolls on here tonight. The Americans win it in the defensive zone. Brooklyn's penalty killers get a hold of it. Nice pass back. Brooklyn's on the attack. Grabs the puck here in their own end. Through center. Picked off by Lindros.
Toronto's been so impressive tonight. They're stealing pucks. They're finding ways to put them in, and it's been a blowout. Coach has got to be impressed.
Here's a pass to the middle. What a chance, but they can't connect. Gets the puck in deep. Toronto's got it behind the net. Sends the pass over. Toronto's going on the attack as they gain the zone. Oh, and he missed the net. Oh!
That's going to be frustrating, James. You work so hard in your possession to get those looks. They're dangerous, and then you don't capitalize. That's a huge miss. Maruk standing up, ready to go. Some would say it's not a big deal as they have a comfortable league and they don't execute on the power play. I would say different, though, James. Habits are everything. It's about moving forward and pushing and getting uncomfortable. This group certainly just looks comfortable.
Scrum along the boards. The Leafs will play it from the corner. Quick pass across to Morrissey. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Puts it on net. Stopped by the goaltender. Moves into the slot. On the backhand. Feed to the middle. And that's intercepted. The Leafs will play it in their own end. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Brooklyn's regained possession of the puck. Sends it into the offensive zone. The Leafs take it along the wall. Brooklyn's got the puck in their own end. Reads the pass perfectly and picks it off. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Good fight for the puck along the boards. The Leafs ready to go on the attack. Dumps it in. Toronto's got the puck along the boards. I don't think anybody was hanging on to the puck after that hit. The Leafs take possession in the defensive end. Toronto's got a hold of the puck. Dumps the puck in. Works it across to Provorov. With the stop. They fight for it along the boards. And it's kicked away. Sends it down low. Slides it diagonally to Provorov. Back at the point, they set it up. Whacks it into the offensive zone. Angles it over to Caulfield. Toronto's got it in the neutral zone. The Americans gain possession in their own end. Takes the feed. Tries to get the puck to Broberg. Loses possession after he takes a little hit. Brooklyn's got possession here in the neutral zone. And that's intercepted by Lawton. Takes the feed at the back end. That's gloved by Moe. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. The Leafs offense has paid off in dividends tonight. No shortage of scoring chances, and they have capitalized on many. Datsuk's gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. Dishes it off. Denies him. He got all of it.
He lost his definitely tracking the play tonight here, James. Just looks like he's seeing everything, and when he sees it, he's able to direct it to safety. I just like the way he's playing. He's confident between the pipes, and what that does is it gives confidence to his entire team ahead of him.
Toronto's been on a roll offensively tonight. Lots of chances, and they lead it late in this third. The Americans will go to work here in the offensive zone. Denied by the defender. Quick pass to Morrissey. And that pass attempt is deflected. Less than 60 seconds to play in this blowout. Brooklyn's got the puck. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. And that goes off a player. Gains the zone along the right wall. Brooklyn's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Referee signals penalty coming up here with a delayed call. Makes the save. Whistle blows, stopping the play. The Leafs will be forced to serve 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Well, this is just a lack of discipline and emotional control. You can see his frustration. He extends the arms, and he gets a cross-checking call.
Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Puck cleared from the defensive end. Brooklyn's got the puck along the wall. Grabs it in his own end. Brooklyn's got the puck along the wall. Oh, he got the shot into the stick on it to keep it out. Gets the puck in deep. Brooklyn's going to play the puck from behind the cage. Here's a chance. And we are all over with this one tonight. And on a night like this, relief is spelled W-I-N.
Yeah, it certainly is, James. No one feels better than that entire group as well as the coaching staff. I mean, it is so tough when you are on the other side of a streak and you don't know how to dig yourself up. It becomes so difficult to get up for games. You know, the mental resilience that is around it as well, but they get out of it today. Now it's a matter of what they can do with it.
Well, a fun night of hockey comes to an end, but guess what, everybody? There's always next time, and we will see you then. For Cheryl Pounder, I'm James Cebulski. Thanks for playing.
Great win for the Leafs. Losing streak comes to an end as they outshoot Brooklyn 26-18, out-hit them 39-23. Have more time in attack, better passing percentage. Brooklyn won the faceoffs 17-16, and both teams went 0 for 1 on the power play. For the box scores, for Toronto, you had Lindros with 2 goals, Bondra a goal and an assist, McDonald a goal, Danfus, Morrissey, Foot with assists. And Shilovs made 17 saves on 18 shots, 1 goal allowed for a .944 save percentage. For Brooklyn, you had Caulfield with an assist, Shanahan with a goal, and Numanen with an assist. And Moog made 22 saves on 26 shots, 4 goals allowed for an .846 save percentage. And with the win, Toronto's record improves to 40-5 for 107 points and first overall in the league. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next game as the Leafs head to Winnipeg to face the Jets.